Intro.
What's up, guys? It's your boy PSG, and Paris Saint-Germain have finally clinched the title with the trophy. Mbappe stays, Di Maria leaves. Eventual night. A lot to talk about.
De Thiago Silva, l'expérience de Thiago Motta. On a tous été stupéfaits par les nouveaux records de Libra et chantons. Allez Paris, allez Paris, allez Paris.
What's up, everyone? We're here talking about Paris Saint-Germain. So, where should we start off?
Champion, mon frère.
Champion?
I just want to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Champion.
Champion. That's who we are. Yes, we did it. That was a beautiful ceremony. The fireworks were giving. Yes.
Man, that shit is way better than a bus parade, like in like the La Liga and stuff. They be doing the bus parade. That shit is weak, man. Like do
But
it big
PSG,
like PSG.
you know that we did it the first time we won it, or not the first time, but in 2013.
Yeah.
We did that, but
Yeah, we used to.
you have to do something more special, yo. But when the ultras came in, when the second half
Mhm.
started, I felt PSG's back. There was something
Yeah.
always lacking.
Yeah.
They lifted
Yo,
their thing.
did did you guys see Leonardo once on camera?
Yeah,
Leonardo, what?
I did.
Did you see him once on camera? Did you see him? I
I
don't think I
did.
saw him at all.
He was sitting next to Nasser in the middle of the game. I didn't see him at all after that. Very sparingly. But
Damn.
yeah. Um the ultras lifted their ban, which is why the banner was flipped upright
Yeah,
again. They started singing again, and I was just so happy. Everything that could have went wrong didn't happen, and I'm so happy for that. It ended with a bang, like unbelievable, like so miraculously.
yeah,
Things turned around in one day, or like a week or whatever. Like, okay, Mbappe extended and whatever, but like the farewell for Di Maria, which was lovely. I teared up looking at his wife. Like, his kids
yeah.
were bawling. It just everything about that was painful, but
Man, that was
beautiful.
so heartbreaking. Oh god.
Yeah. No, his kids were bawling. Oh my god. Uh,
You can tell they're used to it. They're used to Paris, man. Fuck, man.
they. I don't think they remember. I think one of them was born there. One of them
Hey
was born
man,
there.
PGN, why you laughing, man? That's not funny.
No, 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 no. Yo, I'm laughing because how this season has gone.
Yeah.
Like, this season was so shit. Worst season for me as a PSG fan. But it still ended in a beautiful way.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
Did you
what we do,
did,
man.
did you see what Nava said?
Yup, he's staying.
Thank God.
We're gonna have two top 10 goalkeepers. That's such a
But
luxury.
but
God, I love this
will
for us,
Donnarumma
man.
become the first goalkeeper then?
Yes.
Or big up frère, ici c'est
You
Paris,
say Paris?
Mbappe is one of. Yo, why are you doing the white and blue like it's Marseille?
Yeah, bro. Are you a op? Is this dude an op? Like, who is
No,
this
he's
dude?
not. He's a regular. I know Noah.
Undercover up.
Yeah.
And Ocampos is done deal. What I've read.
Yep.
Okay, welcome, man. Welcome, dude. Let's see what you're about. Like,
Oh my God, this is so
So all of
unbelievable.
this in one day. Uh yeah,
it's because of
but
Mbappe.
listen,
They needed
yeah,
the Mbappe thing to be settled.
Uh-huh.
Then the dominoes started falling.
But
You know?
like when I was following, like I was taking notes the whole week. Like as soon as like I don't know, I think it was yesterday where it was just like, oh, Leonardo's gonna leave, a replacement has been found. And I'm just like, out of nowhere, like we went from not being linked to anyone anymore to this. Like everything happened so fast, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, and did you see the what Benzema posted, the Tupac thingy?
Yeah. Yo, that's sad. Like I like Benzema because of I'm Algerian, but
Benzema, you're 35 years old, my guy. Come on, bro.
Right?
Act your age. God damn. Like 35 years old posting Tupac. He's still on that Tupac gimmick since he was like a kid. Just stop, man. Shit is embarrassing. The whole Madrid team is embarrassing. They're all
yeah.
putting out IG posts because of
They
a
were close to
decision.
it.
This is so embarrassing for you, Madrid. Like Vinicius, Valverde,
Rodri.
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Like shit was so embarrassing, man.
Yeah, yeah, like shut up, Princess. Thank you. Yes, he is. Thank you.
Yeah. What were you
Yeah.
gonna say?
Yeah, no, this is entitlement. This is heavy entitlement. Like I think you know what? At the time when he was accepting that award, where everybody thought he was going to make his announcement, I think he was really going to leave, and I think he had already told everybody that he was going to leave, and he switched his mind some point this week, or at least was heavily reconsidering it.
Yo,
I
what did
think they were
Nasser
already told. Hmm?
what did Nasser do? Or was it just Mbappe that changed his mind, or something
No,
new contracts offered?
he was convinced. I think um let me find the tweet, or maybe did I bookmark it?
Hey guys, how long have you guys been live?
What's up,
Oh, we
bro?
just
No,
got
just
here.
We
7 minutes.
Oh, serious? I was like
Yeah.
waiting. I was on the other link.
No, it's a new link
All right,
every time.
all right.
Madrid players are salty. My God, yeah. I mean, yo, 21st of May is going to be remembered for ages as a PSG fan.
You guys watched the entire thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that Di Maria one. I mean, I almost shed a tear. Like I tried my
Wait,
best to
are
just
you
keep
talking
my
about
composure.
Bruh,
are you
man,
talking about the
Yeah,
it was
video they
so
showed on the
heartbreaking,
screen?
man.
when he scored. All right,
Mm,
pause. I need a break.
No, listen. When they showed that Di Maria like edit,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
that was deep. That was deep. That was deep.
Yeah.
dude, 7 years, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
One of
let's talk about
man,
it for a moment.
his first game. I remember his first game was against Monaco, away from
Assist
home.
to
The guy
Lavezzi.
gets the ball from the halfway line,
First touch.
sprays over the ball into
Mm,
Lavezzi. I was like, man,
mm,
we got a superstar.
mm.
That in that same season, he was on fire. Like the performance against Madrid at the Bernabeu, the
Hmm.
performance against
Oh yeah.
Chelsea in the Champions League, bro. He was crazy that season, man. Like, yo, I even made a hot take back in 2016 after the Chelsea game when we beat Chelsea. I was like, Di Maria saved Zlatan's career. He revived Zlatan's career
Oh god.
because he gave him the tap in, like that pass. Like he was just so decisive, bro. Every time it was the Champions League, even when he was going through like shit form, like in the following season, we still played Barcelona in the first leg, and he just went crazy in that game where we won 4-0. Like Di Maria is he's just a big game player. Like it just and his quality, man, just on the ball. He can play between the lines. He can start out wide. He can what's it called? He can score. He can finish. And like Tuchel said it the best about Di Maria. Like he has the talent of a superstar, but like the character of like a water carrier. Like he just wants to help the team.
Yeah.
It's just about the team, right? So man, like man, enough can't be said about Di Maria, man, and what he's done for us, man. All-time assist leader for the club as well. Like he's a club legend, point blank, a club legend. He's a bigger club legend than Cavani to me. He's a bigger club legend than Cavani to me. He's a bigger club legend than a lot of dudes, man. Like honestly, if we keeping it real, like Man, I'm gonna miss Di Maria, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember, like, I loved Di Maria even when he was at Madrid. He was one of my favorite players, and I knew that when he was leaving Madrid, I wanted him to come to PSG so bad, but he ended up going to United. He wanted to come to PSG too himself. So, but it didn't happen, and after his United stint went sour, I was like, "Oh, please, Nasser, somebody go in," and it happened, and then the rest was history. Like, so many beautiful, joyful moments happened with him there. He was just such a constant. And like you said, like, he's a servant to the club, really. He takes pride in his work. He always tries his best to commit, like, to actually do his assignment. There was no chasing any external things. All of those amazing individual accolades or whatever, the most assists and all that stuff, that came from his hard work. And it's completely commendable. And I love him for it. Like, those are very rare, especially nowadays. Everybody wants to be the star and stuff. People clown him for that too. Well, he's always the side man, or like the guy next to the big guy, like, Cristiano and Messi, and now, like, just, yeah, he's special.
Angel Di Maria came, like, when we took in him, he was still humble. After that United transfer, he came in, and how long has he been? 7 years at Paris Saint-Germain.
Hmm.
But for me, we have to move on quickly. Dembele, as PSG said, we took in the top assister in Europe. Now, yet again, we're getting the top assister in Europe. I love it that we aren't hesitating. We are just going for the transfer that we need. And if we get too many, Real Madrid fans need to go back into their cave, because then it's done. Then it's
Now,
done.
honestly, you know what, man? Like, if we can get Chouameni and just Verratti in a pivot, and we just play all those four. Like today's game was so good. Did you see
The
the way
performances.
everybody, like, just
Yeah.
everybody was on point? Nobody was
Yeah.
bad today. Dude, Danilo
Yeah,
was doing sombreros out there. I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah,
going
Bruh.
on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Kimpembe was going crazy at left back. I'm like,
What?
yo.
I'm like,
Yeah,
ain't no
dude, did you
way.
see that?
Like,
I was
That's what I
like,
was
ain't
saying.
no
Like,
way.
how do you guys
bruh.
feel about Kimpembe's throwback performance? Like, I felt like he was back in his days
Oh
as a
my
TT
gosh.
playing out of position like
Oh.
that.
yeah.
I enjoyed every moment of it. I mean, I was looking at him going on the edge. I was like, okay, let's see if he's gonna cross it. He didn't cross. He was very hesitant to cross. He only crossed in the later half of the
Mhm.
game. I think he probably didn't want to make a mistake, so he stuck to the defensive work and the up and down, the wing work. So
Yeah, man. Just keep the ball moving, right? Like, we
yeah,
don't need, you have Neymar, you have Messi in those centralized areas. Just get them the ball, man. You
Yeah.
don't need a cross. You know what I mean? And man, next season we're gonna look way more fluid, man. We just need two starting caliber midfielders,
guys,
Chouameni and De Jong, Frankie De Jong. We might pull up for Frankie De Jong, guys. Honestly, we might just do it, man.
I think so. I think so.
and
Because
I think
he's a really good asset to the team if he comes. And his natural position is a DM, and Barca tries to play him high up. Imagine if we get that Ajax Frankie, which used to play more in a defensive role.
yeah, no, I think that I think before the transfers, we have to get in a manager as quick as possible,
Yeah,
because then he knows what players he wants, and yeah, can fix really this team. One thing I want to talk about before when we're talking, it's Messi at PSG, and people often talk about football players having mental problems and everything, and no one cares.
yeah,
That can really be said for Messi. I think that why he hasn't had that good of a season at PSG, it's a lot due to Pochettino, him not being at 100%, but then it's mentally, because he got kicked out from Barcelona in tears and joined a completely new team in a different country, different league. different objectives. And I think that that's why you we haven't seen the Messi. Even for Argentina, he's playing better than for PSG. I think after this summer, next season, Messi will be back. Hopefully, hopefully.
True, bro.
Nah,
Really true.
Messi's good, man. He just needs to play higher. That's it.
It's the mental
Let
thing
him.
indeed because he doesn't have that work ethic for Paris this season. For me, but when you look at his games for Argentina this year, you can clearly see he's really passionate about playing the games. But I think it's more the transitioning phase. He needs to acclimate to the club because he's played 7 years for Barcelona, so it takes time. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think he'll be back next season.
Everyone needs to be on the same page and give 100% because watching this performance today has just made me realize even more that it's all in our heads. It's all in our heads. We have the ability on the field to get
There's
the
no
job
team with
done.
more ability than what you saw today. When you saw the front four
Indeed.
combined, the way they combined today,
Wow,
no
bruh.
other
Yep.
footballing team is of that quality, footballing quality. There just isn't.
We haven't had a shot for the first 20, well, 19 minutes of the game. I was really worried. I was like, don't tell me.
Yeah, the beginning
Don't
was a
tell me.
little weird. Like we
We
didn't
didn't have
start
any
the
shot
game
on
well.
target at all. I was like,
Yeah,
this is probably Mbappe as well. Not really his first touch, but his first involvement in that box, and he dead that ball. He just
yeah.
he put it to bed. I was like,
The pass from Di
clinical,
Maria too.
clinical. The second opportunity, clinical. There's a little shuffle with the keeper. I was like, okay, I see that. He did that to Courtois. I think like Mbappe is adding elements to his game, like and being
Yeah,
careful. And we need that. Striker sometimes, oh, I got
and
the ball, I'm
he's
gonna shoot it. He's
yeah
careful.
and
Make the
he's
right
more of a threat
decision.
from 25 yards out now. Like he takes those long shots. Like and he
Yeah.
loves that near post finish. He loves
Yeah,
that
he loves that.
disguised
Yeah.
finish. He just loves it.
He did it
So
again and he hit the post. I mean, he had a
yeah.
whole
Oh
wide
man, if
far
he scored
post,
that,
but
yo, he could have
he
scored
chose
six
not.
today. Like,
Wow, Killian, I literally got on my knees and I was like, ain't no way, boy. Like, what is going on with you? Like, I mean, I like it, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, I've seen like Real Madrid supporters be like, "He's our son. It's his destiny. It's our prophecy." I mean, yo, he. This is his destiny, bro. I mean, this is his like he's fulfilling whatever he wants to do. He's doing. He's just doing him. You
the
know,
Parisian kid, man. You know, this is what it
that's
is.
mad. Hmm. I
What's
love
funny?
when
Yeah.
everyone just came together and was, you know, very like supportive when Di Maria, he got emotional. That's something we
Man,
need
dude,
because
that shit killed me,
it's
man.
us.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's us against them. It's us against the world. No one likes us. The team has each other, and
Yes.
they have the fans, and we have them, and we just need to bounce off each other. Don't forget about what this team is saying. Forget about this team is gonna be calling us this and whatever, you know, guys. Like get those mental coaches in. Get whatever, man. Like everyone
100.
needs to be like.
it's been exaggerated.
Mm,
Like the idea that there's this like you know war, like internal war going on in
no.
the PSG locker room.
It's all love, man. Like everyone's good with everyone. It's what we need. It's what we need to keep pushing for these guys. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What you said was just important. Really, like this extending Mbappe really further isolated us,
Mm,
and we didn't
yeah.
do anything wrong.
We didn't do anything.
We
Bro,
did
why
what
is
we
the
thought was
whole
right
league going crazy like that?
because they're
Talking about
entitled. They
this
had
is
everything
sad.
for
This is
a long
sad for
time.
Madrid too. Like strictly for Madrid, and for a player that has never played in your league. This is so funny.
Off of a verbal agreement
A
that his
verbal
mom
agreement.
said, his mom even said, like, well, no one gave a real answer saying that he would actually go. He just had an agreement for a contract. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. It's uncalled for. Why are your players out here posting freaking Tupac, this grown mid 30s year old man? is sulking on Instagram.
It's
It's
crazy.
You know what's the
funny.
most funny
It's
thing?
really funny.
Madrid did the same thing with Figo back 2001 or
Yeah.
something. They did the exact same thing, and now they're screaming for injustice, betrayal. Well, they did the same with Figo. He still had a contract with Barcelona, and he just said, I think it was something with a campaign. He said, Paris said, if he won the campaign election, then Figo would go to Madrid, the rival of Barcelona. So what ended up, Figo ended up going to Barcelona, and that was actually a betrayal because it was a player from Barcelona going to Madrid because of something the president of the club did, and now it's just personal, but they're claiming a player from another team, and then it's
Yeah.
a betrayal. It's It's just the biggest hypocrite.
I wanted to say earlier the reason why Madrid are doing that is because of Mbappe's openly known. It's not a secret that he wants to go to Madrid, and well, he wanted to go to Madrid. And let's say if Mbappe admitted, my dream is to go to Liverpool, I want to play for Liverpool. Liverpool is going to come after him. And Liverpool fans, like for Mbappe's PSG, the duration of his PSG contract, Liverpool fans would be like, we're going to get Mbappe. We're coming for Mbappe at the end of his contract. Mbappe is for us, this and that. And it's going to have that fan base. They're going to get attached to a player that is not even theirs yet. You know, they feel entitled to him because the player admits to the love and whatnot for the club. You can see pictures of him when he was younger. I mean, it's not a secret, and they had that for years. I mean, it's 5 years since he was at PSG. They had that obsession for 5 years, and it grew, and it grew, and he slipped away.
Hmm.
He
Yep.
slipped away.
In the
So
last second.
that is gonna hurt no matter what. And now they're no, we have Vinicius, we have Benzema, we have Rodrigo. We don't know Madrid will, Madrid was before him, Madrid will be after him. Okay, all those things are true. And a matter of fact, let Rodrigo play. He seems to be coming up. Use him because I mean they have now a young front three besides Benzema. Where would Mbappe play? And they're not okay. I studied this like Mbappe. I mean,
Mm,
I might be
mm,
too much of a fan of his, but he's not even gonna get his own number. He might not even play in his position.
You wouldn't even get the service he gets at the Paris Saint-Germain.
My
Service he
God,
gets from
right.
Messi, Neymar, and Verratti.
Guys, deep that
He's not
though.
gonna get that Madrid.
Exactly.
Maybe Modric, but that's all he's gonna
We
get.
just need to add just more creative players, man. Just be a create like look at City, the way they score goals, just having hella creative players. Once PSG just put those one or two creative midfielders,
Mhm.
bruh, no team is stopping us, man. It's just too much technical quality.
Yeah.
It's just too much. You can't stop it. Like, and the players just need to be in the right frame of mind
Mine. Yep.
mentally. Like, it's man, like I can't wait for next season. But this
I
is what
told-
PSG always do. Like in the off season, like we're the off season kings.
Mm.
Every off season, like something great happens. Like last off season, it was Messi, right?
Yeah.
You know, the one before that, I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe there wasn't anything memorable before that, but or wait, we got Icardi. We got Icardi. A lot of people were hyped off the Icardi signing.
Yeah.
Like we just get hype off of like different
He
signings.
came,
Man.
one season, like
Man,
dazzled our
biggest
eyes,
clown.
and
He needs to be the first to dip. God.
I was never in agreement to let Cavani go. To be honest, like some of the matches I look back on that we played without Cavani during our campaigns after that, I was like, if Cavani was here, because I noticed Mbappe is our striker, but he is not good with his head yet. And when he drifts from the center to go on the wings, we lose that threat in the middle. And I'm like, okay, if we have like a Cavani that will rotate with the front men, but slot back in, just like how, well, for Mbappe to just send crosses in. Look at the later stage of the game. He is trying to get his team into the game. Somebody go get some headers. Go get something. I'm gonna send some crosses in for you guys. I already, scored 3, or even if I scored 2, I'm gonna try to bring you in the game. I'm gonna try to help you to score, something like that. But if we had Cavani, still like certain things,
Yeah.
man.
That's just a painful thought to go back to, though. It's
I
like
know.
the if we had this and that. It's like that's gonna like I keep thinking back to that game against Bayern. I'm like, ah, damn it, Mbappe, damn it, Choupo-Moting. Like I'm saying all types of stuff from that Champions League campaign, but it just it's gonna itch the back of your mind for years. I mean, until you get something satisfactory. But yeah, pain. But this is great.
I was
I'm
talking to a friend of mine, and oh, sorry if I cut you.
no, you
Um,
didn't.
okay, so the loss against Madrid, we'll learn, just like the loss City got against Madrid. Now, it's a hard lesson to take, and it's a whole year just to learn one thing is when you have it, you have it. Lock it down. Don't go for anything. City will now know, even if they're 3 goals ahead, park the flipping bus, bro. They will, Pep
Mhm.
would have showed them certain things like you let the game slip away in football in 2 minutes. 3 goals can be scored, maybe even more, because 2 minutes is a lot in football, to be honest. I mean, So for PSG, that loss is. I saw no one being vocal like we got scored on. No one is to rush to put that ball back in the circle before rallying some of the defenders, some of the midfielders, and say, hey, 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 yo, calm, calm. We're here. I'm watching your back, watch mine. No one said anything. A goal off a kickoff. So we will have lessons to learn from those things. It's hard, but I'm sure it should never happen again. I mean, football is unpredictable, yes, but those things we were in control. Don't let the control, go to the other team.
Yeah. That's a valuable lesson that the team really needs to pick on, and hopefully the next coach, probably Zidane, who really has a lot to say about stuff like that, could guide them towards that direction because that's really what we miss.
Mm,
Like we don't know how we give like when there's like possession based teams like City and stuff like that, we give them the possession.
yeah,
Like we're not we could hold on to it. We could have control of the game. We could dominate, but we choose not to. We just let them have it and go on the counter
yeah,
and try to keep a clean sheet. But it's like we could do so much more than that. Like that
yeah,
first that when we played the first leg against City
We
in the
just don't
group
have the
stage.
players yet. We don't have the players yet, and you know
Right.
some players in the team like Hakimi, Nuno, they can be press triggers for other teams. Like they don't have the experience yet. And then there's like also, um, you know, the players we have in midfield. Like they can't play through pressure. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. Like we don't have the players for it yet. That sounds crazy to say, but
mm,
we actually don't. Like we just don't yet. Like we just need to get the players, and then obviously the mentality side. That's pretty much what every coach has worked on with PSG. To be honest, Tuchel came into PSG and he was thinking about helping PSG mentally. That's why we had the comeback against Dortmund, like all those like we
mm,
took steps mentally in the Champions League before. Like it's not let's not act like we haven't.
yeah,
But
Right.
the Madrid thing just happened, and I mean
mm,
it is what it is. But
I mean, we were at a vulnerable spot at that time. Like this season was been garbage and this whole time like it was just the team trying to win the last minute games in the league and then in the Champions League. I mean, they did well in the Champions League, but still like as a team there really wasn't a collective
mm-hmm,
thing that they could
the
have done. It
coach,
was
it's the
lacking.
coach. It's the coach was terrible. We had a
mm.
terrible coach who can't do anything tactically
But
other
I've
than just
seen I've
implement a
seen
man to
these
man
type of
press.
behavior,
That's
these
it.
type of reactions from the boys. Even when we had coaches in the past like Tom, man, like we would crumble against City in the semifinals. Like Di Maria lost his head, stuff like that. I know things can get to you, but Look, Neymar today. I was kind of upset because, I mean, I saw the Mets player give Neymar an extra bump, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
things people do to throw you off and put you off your mind and like, throw you off. And I mean, Neymar got a yellow for it, and
But
he
yo,
could
one
have
of those
gotten a
dudes
red.
got a red though. But one of the dudes that attacked him got a red too. Like I'm
Yeah,
just saying, man. Like the way, bruh,
they
like some of
target
these
him. They
teams need
go
to
for
stop.
him.
These some of these teams need to
Yeah.
stop playing five at the back, because man, like every team plays five at the back against PSG now. It's fucking annoying, man. Like I just it pisses me off, bro. Like bruh, like
It's
and then like the way how physical they are, it's like they some of these players need to be protected, like genuinely. Like you have to call some of these fouls. I feel like Ligue 1 is the most lenient. It's more lenient than the Premier League with what they allow.
oh yeah.
Like, bruh, like La Liga is like obviously the most lenient, and then the Premier League is like moderate. But in Ligue 1, they be letting a lot of things go. It's crazy. Like
Yeah, they
two-footed
don't
tackles.
care. It's
It's
like
crazy.
anything goes sometimes. Did you see that Mets player, like Neymar stepped on him a little bit and he went out there rolling on the ground. I was like, if you don't get up, I don't know what you're trying to do here. But it was the most
Yeah, but the thing is,
exaggerated
that's the
thing.
thing though. Neymar plays the game within the game. Like he
Yeah.
got some dude, you know, try to get the ball from him. Right, came in late. You know, left something there. Neymar got super pissed. Mbappe was telling him to calm down mid game. Then Neymar wants the ball, and then attracts that same guy that
Yeah.
tackled him, and he's trying to get the like, yo. He just likes to play the game within the game, and sometimes it's like, yo, Ney, just get past that, bro. Like, just think about scoring goals, bro. Forget all that, man. Like, but that's just Nay's thing. I don't know. It just is what it is. That's how he is as a competitor, for some reason.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it
know,
just is what.
Princess, you got a question?
oops, I muted
Princess?
myself. I muted myself. Sorry. Um, what will you do if Mbappe scores the winner in the UCL final? Celebrate because it's a
Yeah,
winner.
What's the
the
question?
thing.
What's the
What,
question? What would you
what
do?
would I do?
Not celebrate?
Celebrate. I'd celebrate. Come on, it's a winner at a UCL. Why not?
But will, I mean, if we're saying that next season is PSG season, the thing is the World Cup is in the middle of it. Will that have a bad impact for PSG? Because the
For every
top
club.
three nations, the top three nations for the World Cup are probably France, Argentina, and Brazil, and they all feature a PSG superstar attacker.
I can tell you, a lot of players are not going to take it serious the regular season. Maybe Champions League
And
is still serious, but the main focus for next year is going to be the World Cup, and that's the problem with the World Cup being in the winter. It just disrupts the whole
yeah,
system and the mentality. And it's not only PSG; it's literally every club. Every club is
Mhm.
gonna, at least the big clubs in the top five leagues, is going to have some problem with this.
Even the smaller ones, because when you think back to AFCON, I mean, of course, this is not at the same level because more countries, right?
Yeah,
But in AFCON, you had players leave and you had them come back and not come back the same. Look at Mo Salah. Look at what happened to him.
Salah.
Yeah, like that kind of, whatever happens in the World Cup could probably impact their season. And I'm not even just talking about their physical well being.
mental.
Also, mentally, they could be gone. Like you said, like they might not take it seriously or something. It depends on the player on which half of the season they take seriously. Would they be okay and then go to the World Cup and then just completely drop the ball on the second half? What about the Champions League as well? Just I don't know, anything can happen. It's all about how a team bounces back.
You just
Injuries are also concerning.
Just like a Messi when he won the Copa America.
Yeah.
He's never been serious since then. He's
Oh,
been
there was
far
a
less
mental
serious.
shift.
Yeah, he's been far less serious, more relaxed. Like he got almost everything done. The only thing that remains is the World Cup. That's it. So the
Yeah,
motivation goes down as a
that
result
must
of
have
it.
really stressed him out. The lack of international trophies it really took a toll on him because you can tell his
Yeah.
vacation after that was much more relaxed. He was much more careless about he was not careless, carefree.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. It's great until the season starts.
And then you have a problem.
Same thing with Kimpembe when he won the World Cup. He came back and he was still on cloud nine as the coach at the time, I don't even remember who, said he was like he came back and then he wasn't there.
Yeah.
The
It's also
squad's
you
gonna
need to
be.
be,
We're gonna
you need
rotate
to-
a lot more next season. I feel.
yeah,
You know,
you
with
also
the
need to be
World
very
Cup
careful.
coming and stuff.
You need to be careful with injuries because I remember Umtiti. He was injured in 2018 before the World Cup final,
Yeah.
and he still played the final. And
Right.
after that, he became trash. His whole career actually shifted.
Yeah, he never recovered from that, and that's very tragic actually when you
It
think
is.
back
Yeah,
to
I
Won the
mean,
World Cup,
he
bro, the World
risked his career to win a World Cup.
I mean, oh damn.
Would y'all do it? I don't know.
I wouldn't. Listen.
If I had a big role in it, maybe.
If I was
Okay.
28,
If I had like
if
a
I was
moral
28,
campaign,
yeah. If I was 28 and I won some Champions Leagues before, yeah, sure.
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, that also does play a factor, but yeah, that World Cup is something special.
Yeah.
Comes every few years, so you never know. People would actually take that hit. Yeah, it's a very curious case. There's absolutely nothing happening this summer except for friendlies.
And Latin Music,
Yeah, Nations League. Yeah, and that one.
I know.
We got a question here. Hi, y'all. Ici c'est Paris. Put yourselves in Luis Campos' shoes. What will your first moves be to declutter our little Parisian mess? Lol.
Well, who's that dude? Which club is it from?
Huh?
The sporting director, the dude, Luis Campos. Where's he
Yeah,
from?
Mm-hmm.
Portugal, I think.
Has he been at another club or just random?
What?
What was your question?
Has he been at another club before?
Yeah, he was at Monaco.
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 And then Lille.
I don't know the dude.
The one thing I was happy with, I mean, the substitutions this game were shit, but
Yeah.
we could see a message from the substitutions. All of them are gonna leave. Wijnaldum, Guy, Herrera,
Bro,
Metelia.
the game
And,
died. The game
Yeah.
straight up
Yeah,
died
yeah.
It
when
was
they
just
brought those
Messi
subs on.
Mbappe and
Dude,
then
Poch is an overkill. Oh god, he just killed the whole vibe, bruh.
They looked so messy.
That was the game where the team that
Great
started should have just played the whole game. Honestly, like they should just play the whole 90. Like I can't believe he just did that. Just played Gay and Wijnaldum. Like they didn't add anything to the game.
They put Tilo Kehrer in there. Yeah.
yeah, Carroll's also pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh,
But
I didn't
what
even notice him.
signings? I mean, if Dembele is the Di Maria replacement and Bremer is the defender we signed, then it's about two midfielders left, and then we're done.
That's the most important thing for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Midfielder.
Yeah. The thing with Paredes is, even though we want to keep him, we don't know if the injury will affect him.
But like
Come on,
that's the same
dude.
case with Verratti. Verratti has been pretty much injured for quite some matches.
Yeah.
But you still would not
Right.
sell him. Right?
No World Cup. So
You would still not sell him.
no
So
World
Oh,
Cup.
I
that's
know
another
Verratti is
thing.
not at the same level as Verratti, but surely he's the second best midfielder. And there's rare midfield. There's not many midfielders that can do the same as Paredes himself.
No,
Yes,
no.
I
Yeah,
control
I would keep him. If it was up to
He's
me.
key, but just I don't know. Because of Verratti, he's not really recognized, I feel, in the midfield.
Maybe maybe a Chumeni. If wait, is Pogba 100% done?
Yeah, not yet, but I think he's going.
Basically, I
Bro,
think it just
stop,
misses
man.
a here
Stop.
we go.
Forget that clown, man. Let's
All
get
right,
somebody
yo,
else, man.
Chumeni and maybe Fofana. Verratti midfield.
Uh, I don't know.
You said
We need
Chouameni?
different names, man. Like
You don't think we'll
What?
get Chouameni?
we need like we don't we need nimble players, players that are nimble. You know, that can play nimble, one touch, like in those tight areas. Like honestly, man, I would look into Alwar, like if we can get him, man. I know he's been inconsistent, or Renato Sanchez. You know, like
Ah,
just
come
somebody
on.
that's like dynamic, man.
But like injuries with Renato Santos, and also both of these guys have been courted by other clubs.
Yeah, I know
I
what you
feel like we
mean.
have to be ahead of the curve. That's the type of signings that I think I really crave to see for PSG are signings that make you ahead of the curve, not just really
Yeah,
sought
not just the
after people.
star. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what
You
Campos is, the sporting director. You should help on that.
Yeah, like that's why I'm excited for it, you
Like the
know?
scouting needs to be top notch. Like we need to be getting the best of the best in Paris
Yeah, we love
and
going
everywhere
after
else.
like we like going after these budding players, but like, it's time to see a shift in how we recruit as well. We've done enough. We've had enough superstars. We have enough of them. Just let some people shine. We haven't done that in a while.
Quick question:
All the
How
videos, man.
how do we
Mhm.
integrate with those signings? How do we at one time in the season, and how do we integrate Xavi Simmons and those lot? How we get them in?
The
So
thing is,
when
I don't.
when
That's if he extends as well, or you're just talking about
Well,
youngsters.
I think we need to bring more youth into. Well, we have some youth in the team right now, but they need to play. They need to get some
Mhm.
minutes, and I just want to see that. So far, I'm not seeing anything super special from these bunch that are here right now. Um, they, you know what? They kind of move like Wijnaldum. You know, like when you're a midfielder, you're new to a team, and you're just trying to do a job, but you don't have a specific role and a specific style where, okay,
Yeah,
my team needs me to get on the ball and push forward, or my team needs me to get the ball, cut passing lanes, and drop between. Like Wijnaldum just does a bunch of stuff, a bunch of midfielder things that
A bunch of
you know,
nothing.
yeah,
No,
and
what he does is really rare. He plays so shit that I've never seen something like that for a midfielder.
but
Never.
but the thing is, I don't like comparing this, but I'm comparing it to like what when these youngsters come on, that's what they're doing. They're just like filling a role, filling a void. Um, is Podge trying to say, well, okay, Simmons, you be a box to box, like he's just putting them on, and they're just doing something, but
I'm not
not.
even gonna lie. That's exactly what it looks like. Like that, like what you just said, I feel like they get vague instructions. Like the only difference between the youth and Wijnaldum is that the youth actually have an excuse for that type of
Yep.
performance. They have no clue what they're doing because they literally have no experience. They don't know how to deal with anarchist level football. Poch lets the players free form. I don't know, like if it's probably because of his incompetence. Sorry, this is sounding very harsh, but like they're left alone and the players don't know what to do with them. They don't know what to do with them. You see Mishut running everywhere
Mhm.
trying to be omnipresent with no sense of direction whatsoever. With youth, you need a good coach to really mold them into good players,
yeah,
not just the people surrounding them. They benefit with the type of players on the squad, for sure. But you need that coach that could help them play in unison with the rest of the team. And that is truly lacking. And that can actually hold them back a few years
Yeah.
by staying.
Yep.
So, how do we integrate the youth? we can use the women's team as an example. They really know how to integrate the youth. They in the Champions League games, not even league games, the Champions League games, when the girls are ahead by a lot, especially in the group stage, they not only rotate their bench, but they add in the youth players. So as the game goes by, the players get younger and younger, and they start going from like mid 20s to like 18 and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That healthy gradual process is something that's actually like planned. It's not some random, maybe I'll give them minutes
Hmm.
this day. You know?
Yeah.
It's a structure. It's a structure issue completely.
Do you think we can afford to do that next season? Because this young guy, the striker, I can't remember his name. Like I want to see, just like how we developed Nkunku and Diaby. Where is the
Mhm.
next? Where is the next Nkunku and Diaby coming from? Who are they? Where are the hidden gems? And we talk about the youth and look what they're doing now, and we let them go and we're only buying superstars. But how are we integrating them? We're not making space for them. I mean, the thing is, they should go on loan with a guarantee to come back because right now they can't get in because of the stars we have, and we need players to take responsibility. And we need the midfielders, especially if they come in, to take responsibility. The back line remains, the front three remains, midfield is what has some space, or yeah.
We have a lot of like talented youth from what we can see. They're mostly midfielders.
Hmm.
My issue, and I think is probably the reason why Pochettino decided not to put them in,
Hmm.
is because of their physical build. They look like children.
Yeah,
That's like the major issue that I have, is that no matter how old they are, they look like
like babies.
kids, like
Yeah,
12-year-olds, like really tall 12-year-olds. That's
yeah.
it.
Except the
Uh
defender.
yeah, okay, he's taller than everybody, but
Yeah, we
um
we have to keep him.
for
We
sure
have to keep him.
he's going on loan next season.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But he has to have a future here. And the thing is, I don't know if Zidane styles a back three, but once Ramos moves on, I'm thinking I don't know if we could probably integrate him because I don't know. We need to try something. We send them on loan with okay, you're just going on loan, and some other clubs will scout you and you know have no kind of guarantee to come in like to come through the PSG first team. So that's kind of like my problem.
Yeah, they need to have a plan for them. Like,
Yeah.
we've discussed this before, like in the past streams.
Hmm.
Yo,
The
PSG and check
plan.
your DM, man.
Please do. I've sent you a couple of stuff.
I
Anyway,
saw them.
okay, good. Um, there has to be a plan for these youths. There are the youths that you sell, that you
Hmm.
build up, allow them to develop, and then you sell for money.
Hmm.
And there are those who you send out on loan or don't send on loan for you to keep and integrate into your squad.
Hmm.
It's we're not going to keep all of them, that's for sure. We might not we might even keep some and then end up selling them in the future.
Yeah.
Probably, after they've gotten some time. But the idea is, what direction does PSG want to take that? Because they show that they want to hold on to their youth without actually doing the steps that would keep them there. They're not like, there's no set space. Obviously that might change with the new, everything that's going on, but it all comes down to a plan. I don't know who you
Mm,
would sell from this bunch unless they
PSG, I
willingly
just
ask
saw.
to leave.
And
What PSG was referring to is that there is still a possibility of seeing Pogba at PSG and not at Juventus.
What
There is
happened
still
now?
it's just that the deal isn't 100% done, and if PSG come in, maybe Pogba changes his mind.
Mm.
Mm,
They could. I don't think he's opposed to a PSG, move.
Like if it's Mbappe, I mean, Mbappe's just trying to make a French thing going on. He's gonna get a French Revolution at PSG. Aren't you guys seeing it? Like I just think that's what he's gonna do. Zidane, Chouameni, Pogba. I think we're gonna do it, guys. Honestly, I think Dembele. Like, I think it's just gonna happen. Like, man, it's gonna be crazy. Yo, people are gonna be crying so much next season. Like,
The amount of people that
we're
will
gonna
go.
yo, it'll be games where we'll play a front four of Messi, Dembele, Neymar, Mbappe. Yo, people are gonna be crying, bro.
Haters are gonna hate, and just like what Tyler said,
People
we
are
have
gonna be
to.
crying.
We are together. We are our own best friends. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna play with Barca in the Champions League group stages.
No, I don't want that.
We might actually
Yo.
get no, but we might actually get that because
They're
I
gonna
heard
rig
a
it, of course.
rumor.
They're gonna do it. Of course.
Yeah, they're gonna
rig it.
rig it.
They want to see Messi versus Barcelona or Neymar.
Mm,
The way they tried to get Ronaldo versus Messi with the Manchester United,
yeah.
they got caught. But you see that could happen.
Bad.
They think they're so slick. Oh my god. Oh man.
You know what's the problem with Dembele?
Mm.
He has a good crossing, but you don't have real strikers that can go for that. At Barcelona, you have Aubameyang and Luc de Jong. But which player has the capability of actually finishing those crosses with his head?
Harry
No,
Kane.
but like that's the thing. He might have to switch up his game. You know,
Yeah, he does.
like more in between the lines play. Like it's a different level now. Like even footballing wise, he's gonna have to step up because we play a bit differently. But he'll have Hakimi to stretch the field. He'll be in more goal scoring positions. I think he'll score more goals with us, obviously.
I have one question. Like, I've been looking at this for some time now, but I mean, I don't know how he would fit in. But I've been playing with the idea of Harry Kane. Now, don't judge me, but I think like Harry Kane and Lewandowski are some like really informed strikers right now. But I kind of prefer Harry Kane because he's a bit younger.
He's more complete as well.
Yeah, and he's
He has better
great with
playmaking.
his head. And
Yeah.
perfect. That's exactly what I was gonna
I
say.
feel you.
And he's 28. Is he 29 as yet? I think he's either 29 or 28.
He's gonna be
I know-
29.
Okay.
I
mean,
think soon.
that's old, to be honest. That's not future. That's not for the future. But I mean,
No, but I mean, Harry Kane,
Harry
or
Kane,
anyone,
But
he
then
that
finishes
would
his
cost you.
flavor,
That's
like,
gonna cost you.
he
who's
finishes
gonna be
his flavor.
benched?
Yeah, but
who's
that's
gonna
gonna
be
cost
benched?
you 100 million euros.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
problem. Who's going to start?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
was
like
playing with the
it'll be
idea.
tough.
I just brought it up. I mean, that's
Look, man, I think the idea is our center forward technically is Mbappe. He just plays off of the left. You know
I
what I
think
mean? He's the
I
guy who
wish him
scores the 40, 50 goals. He's the,
season.
you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So I just think
Yo,
that's how the
Mbappe
club is
play-
looking at it.
Mbappe plays like what Ronaldo was at Real Madrid, a striker playing off the left. But
think
he
one
had
thing-
Benzema to like,
feed off of.
yeah, which we don't have.
Okay.
If
And
you look
Benzema
at his goals in
sacrificed a lot
UCL,
of his game for Ronaldo.
But like a lot of Mbappe's best games too come when he's playing in a front two, and he's like the support striker to like a Cavani or a Cardi.
yeah, but also
Back
the
then.
game. You remember the game against Leipzig where Messi and Mbappe played as sort of strikers?
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
exactly what you mean, right? Where they play with two, and it's more of a supportive role. I think it could
No,
work.
listen.
I think it could
Yo,
work.
I think you can literally play a 4-4-2 like
Yeah.
you could just play Chouameni and Verratti in the middle. On the right, I think, man, Di Maria's gone, so it's Dembele. Okay, maybe that's not ideal. I don't know. But on the left, you have Neymar who can play on the left, and then Messi and Mbappe up top. You know?
I mean, that can definitely work because Chouameni and
Yeah.
Verratti can take care of that midfield. I mean, Verratti has sometimes been alone in that midfield and taking care of everything.
Yeah, you have another guy who's going to work to win the ball and can pass it forward, but I don't know. We'll see.
One thing I wish Mbappe could probably practice during the
His head
like,
game.
his heading. I think if you want to compare like Thierry Henry, Nazario, and
Wait.
oh,
Wait, Thierry Henry was not good with his head.
I mean,
He was not that good with his
Yo,
head.
chill. PSG, I got some bad news for you.
oh my gosh, I'm sure it's Pogba.
No, this is only bad news for PSG.
Oh, okay.
No. PSG, do you know? Can you guess it?
A Madrid thing. The
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Breaking: Leonardo has been sacked tonight. He has been informed.
Okay.
Oh, I just saw that.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
Yo. Let's do a tribute to Leonardo.
Yo,
Do we do a moment of silence?
I got my cup
Listen,
right here, boys.
he signed Hakimi. He signed Donnarumma. He signed Verratti.
Nuno.
Signed Marquinhos. He signed Nuno.
Nuno.
He signed Messi, and he extended Neymar, and he kept Mbappe. Leonardo.
He didn't keep Mbappe.
He didn't.
He
Yes,
didn't really
yeah,
keep Mbappe. He wasn't really part of who kept.
Yeah,
Like
but
he
still-
started on the file, but then the file became bigger than him. The other
Yeah.
parties were involved, right? So, yeah.
But I think that like Pochettino, we can still hate on him, but Leonardo, he still gave everything he had.
Yeah.
Paris
But he didn't have that much.
Always
I-
defended the club.
Listen,
you know.
I still want to see the video where him and Nasser went to the refereeing room.
Madrid.
Again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to see that video.
bro. Let me tell you something. If that video existed, the whole world would have seen it. Madrid would have no reason to hide because I think Madrid
Yeah.
hates us enough to release that. To be honest with you, I saw a post from a Madrid fan before all this, like it was like 2 days ago. Update: Mbappe has a verbal agreement with Madrid. Nasser and Leonardo haven't been punished for the abuse on a Real Madrid representative and all these things. I was like, what? Yo, the only word I have is telenovela. The Spanish media, gosh, it's like, yo, just turn on social media and just go through Spanish news.
They're not gonna stop, by the way, guys. They're still
They're
gonna talk
drama
about our
queens.
players.
They're
They're
What
still
can they
gonna.
do?
This is what they do.
I think La Liga really wanted him, but yo, they were gonna make everything about him. Imagine getting Mbappe. Well, I mean, they
Yo, look at those covers, PSGINT. I sent it to you on Twitter, dude. Like,
Well, you just
look at that, man.
You just
Look
know that Madrid owns La Liga. When you guys bought Neymar for 200 million, they didn't say one single word until there was a moment that Madrid was kind of betrayed, between brackets, and then they acted. It just shows how La Liga tries to do everything for Madrid, but not for other clubs. It's like a one club league in terms of power and prestige, and that's annoying. And then they say, "Oh yeah, well, we got betrayed. Yeah, well, they corrupt. Well, let's go to UEFA. This, that." It's like, come on, man. You've been rigging Champions League finals for years, or even semifinals. Bayern Munich, Atletico.
guys, tangent. Quick question. Well, not question. If you looked at the video PSG released on Mbappe, if you saw the cheeky little, they put the goal he scored against Madrid as the first shot of the cinematic edit. So just saying,
Mhm.
I see the shade,
Yeah.
PSG, and I like it.
No. They
my
need
God.
they need to go to war with Real Madrid. They need to continue.
Yeah, we're gonna get
When we
another.
lost that
We're gonna
game-
get another. We're gonna meet them again next season.
Yeah, when we
And
lost
this-
that game, they posted a post and said Remontada. That got under my skin. I even saw a post from Benzema saying, "Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah." I even saw a post from Benzema saying, "Oh, I finished them. I finished them." I was like, "What? Wow, they don't like
Man,
us."
We gave that man a career, man. Shit. I'm
Yeah,
still heated,
the
man.
funny thing is we came back stronger. We weren't finished. We needed this. This was a blessing in disguise. I'm so glad we lost to Madrid at this point because we would have embarrassed ourselves further down the UCL campaign. Whereas now it's like, okay, we actually have time to reflect on everything that happened and everything that's bad. You know?
Yeah.
This is great. This is amazing. And now when they play in the final, even if they win,
God
who
forbid.
cares?
God forbid.
But like, who the hell cares anymore? I
I
don't.
14.
Who cares?
Mm,
14, 14. We
In
we
in
have
Paris, in Paris,
so.
we
when
I
have to
was
mean,
support
when,
Liverpool. We have to support
yeah,
we
Liverpool.
can hope
Yeah, but at the
I'm
same
Liverpool
time, I
wins.
actually
support Man
going
City
to
winning
see
the
the
trophy.
game with, well, not in person, but I'm going to meet up with some family and we're gonna watch the game together. And one of my relatives is a Liverpool fan, diehard Liverpool fan, bro. I'm supporting him full 100, man. Like he has my full support, bro.
Yeah, but at the
Yeah,
same time, I hope City wins the Premier League because I really Liverpool cannot win the quadruple. They cannot.
I don't think they
That's
They don't. They
will.
don't even deserve it, to be honest. Two finals. They've won two finals through penalties. It's
yep,
not even that they were better or something.
yep. I
I don't
always
think
Yeah,
they'll
support
win the
Chelsea
league. They're
because
not
of
winning the
I'd
league.
Thiago
prefer
and
a treble.
Thomas.
Hmm.
Gosh, man, like when Thiago left and he just kept winning silver after silver, I was like, yes. But, bruh, like I wanted him to be able to lift some more and, heartbreak, bruh. Heartbreak, bruh.
It's like always a double-edged sword with Thiago and his Chelsea stint because like you want him to win. You want him to accumulate more trophies before he retires, especially in
Hmm.
his old age. But like at the same time you're thinking about like all of this and we never really got to say goodbye for real.
Yeah, we never got to say, man.
Like that documentary on Amazon, I don't know if you guys seen it, the PSG thingy. They had like 2 seasons or 2 episodes of it or something. It was basically when Tiago was leaving, and then he was like, if this is how my story ends, then I'll accept it. I'm happy with my memories and all that stuff." And I'm just like, he deserves so much more. Some closure. I don't think anyone really had closure. He had the pity party, the COVID one, where like 1,000 people were only allowed in the stadium. Like it wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair.
Craig Burley, the best players go to the best teams. I'm disappointed in Mbappe.
Okay. And what am I
Still
supposed to
crying.
do?
People could never understand. And Craig Burley himself said, okay, if it's about Mbappe staying to do unfinished business in Paris, I'm okay with it. But if it's not and it's about money, I'll be disgusted. He should go to Madrid and da 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 da. But they don't want what
It's got to
Mbappe
be both
wants.
for
They
money.
want one thing for Mbappe, and it's him for him to go to Madrid. Everybody that is not a Parisian, all they want is for him to go to Madrid, 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 Madrid. There are other teams besides Madrid. Why don't you suggest something else? I'm just saying, but you know, they want what they want. They think Madrid would have been good for Mbappe. They don't know that. They themselves know that this is not a Madrid team that is, in like top shape. And people are saying, yeah, well, they reached a Champions League final. That really doesn't mean anything completely to me because you need some luck in the Champions League. You have to create your own luck. Like Thomas says, we have to create the luck. We have to create everything to go our own way. We have to, apply pressure and do certain things for it to go our own way. In the press conference against Chelsea, he said everything has to go in our way. And that's his mindset because you can just turn your back and all of a sudden the ball's in the back of the net and the whole stadium just erupts like, yo, what happened? So Real Madrid got luck or voodoo or whatever because I still don't believe that. I don't, but
It's not just luck. It's what you said in the last stream as well. The techniques that they had used, their 12th man. We can't sit here and talk about their campaign now. We can't even talk about them progressing without even mentioning that that angel that's there, that's
Yeah.
guiding them through the ranks, you know? Um, it's not to sound bitter. This is gonna sound bitter, but it's there. It's hovering.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that and also their
Bro,
ability to think of things.
yo, did y'all see what Herrera's just said?
What
He's
do you
like,
say?
of course, it's true that Killian is the center of the club's project, but I think we have a very strong group. We had a good season, even with the difficulties. I am very optimistic for the next season. Boy,
Why
if
does
you don't, what do you
should
mean
be
next season? But what,
What do
yo,
you mean
boy, if
next
you don't get your butt out of service right now, like this
Athletic
guy,
Club is a
man.
great club. I'm sure you remember it.
I thought he was gonna pull up Paredes and be like, "Oh, we had a great season. Oh, my dream club. I'd like to play for Madrid one day. Everyone dreams
He
of
would
wearing that
never.
famous right shirt." I'm like, how many players are
that
gonna,
was wrong?
No,
no,
no.
I'm just taking a
Like
joke.
Herrera, like he would never fumble the bag like that. He will never ever fumble. He's going to secure himself regardless of where he's at.
Well,
So yeah, he's gonna keep his mouth shut. But he's definitely
Yeah,
getting sold.
because he knows he cannot show it on the pitch. So just damage control it through words.
He did that last season too. That's why he started scoring like that. He was out here scoring a brace and all that stuff. That's how we ended up winning the league. It was those months where him and Idrissa Gueye were trying to prove
yeah,
themselves, keep their spot. And then once everybody was like, "Okay, I think we're safe," that's when they just relaxed again. That's the type of mentality that you can't keep.
yeah.
That's not a winner's mentality. And when one part of the apple is rotten, the whole apple gets rotten. All of them started regressing. Their mentality just sunk. But yeah, there's like a lot of things happening right now. Like I keep looking through
Yeah, I'm
the
looking at a
tweets and
lot
all
of
that.
stuff. I'm looking at ESPN's thing. I'm looking at HH. I don't know if you guys know who is HH. Yeah, and a bunch of guys are just trolling PSG in their live stream
Oh
and
yeah,
saying, "I
man.
hope
That's
I
these
hope
they
Mbappe
PSG
can make the
haters, man.
right signing. I can't wait to see what his first signing is and all these kind of stuff." I'm like, okay. You know, it's funny. Like, if we have a great season next season and we win the Champions League, they're gonna be the people. I mean, that are gonna say, "You only have one Champions League and you're celebrating." I remember when we reached the final and we're celebrating in the locker room and it's like clowns. They haven't won anything and they're celebrating. It's normal to be happy and express your emotions, you
Yeah,
know?
like Madrid were celebrating when they made the
Yeah.
final.
They
No one was
celebrated a
all up in
whole
arms.
lot. They had a
Yeah.
flipping
We
parade in the
celebrated
stadium.
when they knocked us
Shirts.
out.
Go for the 14. I'm like, yo, what? Damn, bro. All
Yeah,
that they are the ones. The thing is, they have so much pride for the Champions League and say, like, yeah, we belong here. So even if we make shirts that say "Go for the 14" and we lose, you dare not make fun of us because we have more than you. Like, what? And when other clubs, want to express their emotions and bond over, like, yeah, we made it and stuff like that, um, clowns, they haven't won anything, celebrating too early, but I don't know.
yeah, but the celebrating thing is a huge part of like
Hmm.
PSG's heritage itself, even down to the academies. You see how the academy celebrate?
Yeah, yeah.
And not even just PSG. This is a French thing.
Hmm.
You see it in all of their locker rooms. It's
Yeah.
like that. That's what it is. So they talk about us having no culture, but then you ridicule our culture. Hmm. Hmm. Very weird. Very, very weird. But
Guys,
they'll ridicule anything. We can't do no right in their eyes.
quick question. What's the youngest player in our youth team that is in the squad right now, the first squad in the first team? What's the age?
Bichiabu.
What's his
Yeah,
age?
Oh, probably the
He
Shabu,
16.
yeah.
He just
16.
turned 17, I think.
Okay. All
Did
right.
he not
So
turn 17?
The youngest
You're
are
right.
Bishiabu and Ismail Garbi, I
okay.
think.
Yeah, but Bichiabu is the youngest to have played for PSG's first team as of late last
Ever.
year ever.
You know what
He
this means, right?
It
You know
was
what I'm
Kingsley
getting at?
Coman. Hmm.
Yeah.
We have the opportunity to see another Mbappe.
Oh goodness.
I cannot say it. I cannot say it. Come on, man.
Good old Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the polar opposite of Mbappe. He's like, I mean, I like that for some reason, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, give him some time. He'll
Yeah,
come into his own. How old is he? 15?
yeah, he's 15, and Mbappe is there for 3. So you know, that's like okay, 18 or, I mean, 2 years is the thing because if I don't know if Mbappe will renew after the 3, um, but
Guys, he's recruiting players to the club. You don't understand. Mbappe, like when France played Netherlands back in 2018 during the international break, Mbappe was trying to recruit Frankie. Like he was telling Frankie, "Come to PSG, come to PSG." Like Mbappe's talked to a lot of players. He used to tell Camavinga in training and Lucas Hernandez about PSG, the PSG project, when he was with France. Like Mbappe
Yeah.
has always been super, like involved in the PSG project. People don't understand. Like people really actually think he doesn't have an attachment to PSG. They think this is
Mm.
all about money. It's really sad, man. Like
the Madrid
how people think,
confession
man.
overshadowed it. The
Yeah,
Yeah,
Madrid
like
but
confession
also
overshadowed it.
he helped convince Neymar to stay as well. He tried his
yep, he
That's
best.
did.
true.
The thing is that like you can't question Mbappe's commitment to PSG, but there was a point in time with that whole Madrid thing. It's like, okay, but where does PSG stand? Is it less than his love for Madrid? Is his love for Madrid infatuation? Like, what's going on here? It leaves you with questions, but you don't say like he doesn't care about PSG. That has never been anything that could be brought up because it's not true. Everybody knows it's not true. So,
Hmm.
sucks for
Oh,
them.
guys, I'm sorry, but just seeing Neymar here on Instagram, guys, Neymar ran today. I mean, it was more than it's not, you know, a lot, but it was more than we have seen. My boy doing something. You guys saw that, right?
Neymar always runs. I think
Oh,
the
don't give me
I
that.
think
Come on,
huh?
don't
No,
give
he
me that.
doesn't. No, Neymar
No.
runs.
Neymar works harder than Salah,
He
Mane, all these Liverpool
No, it's
attackers.
it's not even about like comparing them. I think
He
like
doesn't win the ball, but he runs though for sure.
yeah,
Like
like
he
it doesn't have to
like
we don't have to go
what's it
too
called? When we
far.
lost to Madrid, he was the second Parisian with the most distance covered. Verratti was
After
first.
Verratti. Yeah.
Like
And that's been that way for a chunk of the games after that Madrid game as well.
Hmm.
Um, Especially the one against Marseille was another one. Um, there were quite a few. He runs a lot. I just don't. There were places in the beginning of the season as well where he was also running the
man, I
most.
was scared that he got injured today when he
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
took
yeah,
that shot to the
yeah.
ankle. I was I thought it was gonna be an injury or something.
I was like, ain't no way, boy.
No, Mets players, like if you watch how much fouls they commit
Yep.
in their games, like it's
Man, good
crazy.
riddance. They're getting relegated, right? Oh, they're playing a
Yes,
relegation
yeah.
playoff.
Saint
No.
Etienne
Man,
have to play in the
No.
playoffs. Mets are
oh, Saint
down
Etienne.
Stay
Okay, Mets
tuned.
are down.
Hey,
Oh, good riddance, man.
did you see Bordeaux? They won 4-2, but they're still
against
down.
Brest.
They're still gone, right?
They conceded like 90 plus goals. Like, come on now.
What?
There was no saving that. Yes, Bordeaux conceded 90 plus goals.
Yeah,
And
damn.
it's
Disgusting.
Auxerre.
They're the worst team in
Auxerre.
the Europe's top 5 leagues.
Yeah,
They might even
and
get relegated even lower
we
than
drew
these
to
two.
them.
We didn't draw.
Yes, the first game against Bordeaux we drew.
No,
No,
we
oh
didn't.
sorry.
It was
We're
like a
really,
3-2.
yeah, we were really close.
Hmm.
But now that Campos is done, now it's the manager.
You mean?
And
Oh wait, is that confirmed?
Campos, yeah,
Campos, yeah, pretty
pretty
much.
much, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Um, yeah.
we right now it's a manager, and then start signing players, and then we're pretty much done. I thought that Mbappe would announce his decision like in mid July or something.
Mm.
We, but
I'm looking at the. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the
so
locker room with Di Maria and them. They're hugging
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see the like when Poch was walking and his staff was walking and they started booing and whistling
Yeah.
and all that? I was like, please don't boo. And then they started
Yeah.
booing.
No, no, no. He
They have
deserves it. He's
no.
sad,
They
but
have no
he
conduct.
yeah, yeah. They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, they really don't. But damn, that was cringe. They didn't do the lap. Poch and his staff, they didn't do the lap because,
Yeah, yeah.
they got the message. They understood.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, I think like even if with the performances, no, I mean, I people would have still hated him, but we saw no animation on the pitch. I mean, I know coaches are calm and collected and stuff like that, but we saw no heart on the touchline. We saw nothing from him. Like
Yeah.
when we were in trouble and like if I'm on the pitch and I'm getting, like I'm not performing well, and I'm looking over to the touchline to the coach, like he's sitting down. I'm not getting no instruction, no encouragement, and yeah, you shouldn't need that because it's your job and you should play and you're a professional. But that's what the coach. I mean, you're there. Like if you look at Pep and Klopp and Ancelotti, he is not as animated, but he is like he doesn't freaking sit down. Like this guy's always standing and he's watching and he's staring and he might say one or two things. Pachi, yeah, I mean, yeah, he does that, but for the most part, I'm always seeing him sitting down. The first time I've only like saw him be angry was in the preseason games when he picked up the set of water bottles and he threw it. I think he either threw it or kicked it when we conceded. Like that's the most I've gotten out for him from him. I mean, you know, bruh.
Yeah, him after the first leg of the Real Madrid game, at the end when he won,
Hmm.
that was emotion that I saw. Club Brugge was another one where he got mad. It was just like, but everything else is just he was sitting down, and it
Yeah.
almost makes you envy your opponent's coach. Like I've
Hmm.
literally looked at the opponents and be like, you are so lucky your coach is guiding you right now and giving you direction. And I see how that impacts their team. And I'm looking at mine playing chaos,
Yeah.
chaotic football, and man sitting on the chair doing nothing. It's frustrating. There was a point where it actually really made my blood boil looking at that.
When we conceded that first goal to make it 2-1 on aggregate to Real, I'm getting off the bench and saying, "Yo, tranquilo, calm." I'm like getting up, like whether he speaks French, Spanish, or whatever. I'm shouting that, on the touchline. I'm not just coming up and folding my arms and like staring at you. I
Yeah.
mean, bro, I'm saying calm, like I'm sorry for like if I'm shouting into the mic, but I'm just trying to because it's a loud stadium and Real the supporters were silent, silent, silent. Like they were almost in, "Yep, it's Killian. We know we're
Yeah.
getting knocked out." And once that goal went in, it's like it's like a cauldron, and the boys are just in like a bowl of like freaking soup. That stadium is like the tip top. You're looking down. The boys gotta look way up. Like I think like I'm just like I'm chatting shit, but I'm pretty sure they designed stadiums to kind of psychologically,
Yeah.
have an impact on. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
But have you seen what Di Maria said?
Di
How,
Maria,
what
what?
has he said?
he jokingly said,
But what? Oh,
"I told Messi to take the number 10 from Neymar
Uh,
next season, and Neymar to take my number 11."
I saw that. I doubt it. Dembele would probably take that 11 if he's to come.
but what
Uh,
number will it have for Dembele? Number 12.
no, he would get 11. Like in my opinion, I don't see that happening because I know that if Dembele comes, he would probably take the 11.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, Neymar is staying for more seasons. Messi's leaving next season. Why would we?
Why would you
Uh,
do that number swap? Hmm.
And
He
numbers
might.
don't mean anything
I don't
anymore.
know if he'll do the option, but I think he probably should. But I mean, he should. I think Messi has all right to do that because, I mean, Mbappe's here, Neymar's here. You know,
There are
just
links to Inter Miami,
okay.
saying that
Well,
he would have purchased shares of Inter Miami.
35%.
yeah, he
Yeah,
can own a club and play for it. So
But
right.
his entourage have said that it's fake. But
yeah,
Whatever. No,
we
there
can't
was
be
too many
lying.
sources. there were there were sources out there, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, but that is also a thing. Gerard Piqué owns several. Didn't he try to purchase Red Star?
Who?
Gerard Piqué.
Red Star Belgrade.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
him and probably some other people. I don't know if that's him or something, but probably it's not him. But somebody just bought Red Star, and I think like PK is like involved in some way.
Yeah.
He has like he owns multiple clubs out there. PK is running his own business.
All right. Any subject we can end on?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm really exhausted after today. I'm really exhausted.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
big day. Big day. And from now on, there's so much to talk about surrounding PSG. So much. Just summarizing the season, talking about players that arrived this season: Ramos, Mendes, Wijnaldum, Messi, Hakimi, Donnarumma, Navas staying, Di Maria leaving, Mbappe staying, Leonardo leaving, Pochettino leaving. Oof,
my thing
oof.
is how soon do we get the most important piece of the puzzle, which is the manager, and like I myself have such an attachment to almost every single player. Like I don't even know who I would specifically say get out and who to replace them with. So I guess I'd leave that up for you guys to. You can probably end off on uh, who you think should leave player wise and who you think should come in to fill in those gaps.
The midfield. I think most of that change is going to be in the midfield, and we need to find serious starters.
Hmm.
And squad depth is going to be a little bit difficult to find. I think we're going to have to find no names for squad depth or people who haven't fully, been under people's radar. That's where the low key players come from, and that's where Luis Campos probably has to shine the most. We're gonna need them for squad depth. We also need more French players, so that's also something to take into account. Um, that's where I see the recruitment really taking place. Who it's going to be is yet to be determined. And I think a large chunk of that is going to be after we bring in the manager, which hopefully happens in the next few weeks. I don't want to walk into mid June with no manager because preseason starts in July 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
There's enough time before this month ends to get that
mhm.
manager sorted. I mean, what is it like 14, 13 or 12 days left in this month?
Yeah, we're heading towards the second half of May. we have been linked to Galtier, we've been linked to Zidane. Of course, we've been linked to a whole host of people before, but I don't know what the current situation is.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, so as of late, it's those two. Um, yeah, like the manager really is the last missing piece.
10 days, boys. 10 days soon for that manager before this month is out. Because, I mean, what are we doing going into next month with no manager? Because, I mean, transfer window, you know?
No, but I've read that uh, PSG will hold countless of meetings with Zidane this week.
Yeah, fling the bus at him, honestly.
So they will try to do everything. Huh?
Throw the whole kitchen sink at him, the whole bus, everything. No.
Yeah, yeah, they will do that, and they
Yeah,
will tell Zidane like it's now or never, because they
because,
still have some other options to go
yeah.
after, especially with Mbappe extending. Everyone would want to manage him, and I think that we will get a manager soon.
Hmm.
I mean, Pochettino's not sacked yet, so
I think Antonio
wow.
might probably want to get the sack from Spurs, and I think that's our only thing to pry him from there. Like, if because I think Zidane really wants the French national team. For some reason, I think he he's waiting for that, and I think he knows he'll get it. And probably he's tired of like managing, because he's probably coming down, and he probably wants to go at a slower pace, but he wants the French national team. That's the feeling I'm getting, you know.
Yeah,
Also, the
So
prestige as well with the
yeah.
French national team.
yeah, and he
Hmm.
has
Um,
history with them,
Yeah.
right.
winning a World Cup, reaching a final,
Yeah.
Yes.
headbutting Materazzi.
I think that's the only thing that Zidane is probably, because he know it's right there, and whatever happens, he can swoop up and be like, all right, I can take the place. So if
Yeah,
he's in this job,
they're
and
not
we
gonna turn
want
him
our
down.
manager to want to be here and like fully
Hmm.
focused, and not if we get him lurking and looking. Oh, how is Deschamps doing? Like, oh, okay. No, we need your full attention to be on PSG. So I think Conte, man, it's not my favorite or my first, but I know definitely discipline will be there, mentality will be there. He wants work rate, So
Yeah. Also, shout out to Neymar for being the third footballer in history
To
to
read.
score 100 goals for three different clubs.
He actually
wow.
became the first player to score 100 goals and assist 50 goals for three different clubs.
He's the youngest out of the three. Is
Mm.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Romario.
Hmm.
He's the youngest to do it. So that's also incredible. I forgot to mention that the 100th goal finally happened. Yay, yay, yay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I was like, no offside? Okay, no offside.
No,
um
that
yeah.
pass from Di Maria as well.
Oh, it was really beautiful. Yeah.
He he knew he would get tackled and just
So
ah,
glad he scored though.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
He
Wow.
tried
and Di
so hard.
Maria, yeah. No, Di
Juventus
Maria.
got a great player. He is gonna Juventus,
No,
man. Like, their team is not the best right now, but they got a passer. They got if Vlahovic can finish his chances, boy, he's getting it on a plate, man.
They need
yeah.
Juventus, and I mean they need Di Maria. He's a great addition.
I think he's gonna play cam for them. At Dybala leaving, there's only one position to put him to feed Vlahovic. I think I can see it now.
Yeah,
But if we're being
yeah.
honest, Di Maria in the last 5 games has been much better than he was the rest of the season. And it's a lot to do that he wanted the contract extension and then wanted to look more enticing for Juventus to want him.
Hmm.
I still think he will be good there, but don't expect he will be this good as he was today. Because today, I remember when Mets were just passing it around the back, and Di Maria was pressing like a headless chicken.
Yeah, he
He was just
does that a
spinning
lot,
around.
like he
Yeah.
presses on his own a lot, and that's not efficient, but I've seen him done that countless times, like just running down the keeper, the
Yeah.
defenders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but uh, both Princess and Tyler, will you be available tomorrow for a continuation of
Yeah.
this podcast?
Probably not. It all depends on when it happens.
Hmm? Hmm?
Oh, hold on. End the stream first.
All right, everyone that was watching, take care and have a nice day. Peace.